Some of y'all are in the very fight of your life. Some of y'all are in the fight of your life for your children, your grandchildren, your marriage, your other half, your spouse, someone that you care about, whether it be your parents, grandparents, cousins, a good friend. Some of y'all are in the fight of your life, dealing with your own personal life because it affects you. What affects others affects you. What affects you affects others. How we navigate in this world. When God speaks and tells you, reveals to you that that person needs to be removed out of your life. When common sense is even applied, when you think this out, how you have been mistreated, how you have been misused, how you have just been on the bottom of the bottom concerning this person, whether it was some form of a setup, whether it was a form of a lie, their tongue was just used against you and it just shook your core. It shook your soul. But some kind of way, the enemy managed to get back into your head, into your mental state, and it affected you to the point where are you at to return back when you was doing so good, when you was fighting to stay above and not beneath, to be the head and not the tail. What happened? God revealed the scriptures to you. God, that very song that played on the radio that happened to come on, the devices that we listen to sometimes, that very song, that very commercial, that very YouTube channel that was speaking to you. It was a confirmation. Okay, things are moving along. But don't you know, sometimes ties get involved. Trauma bonding gets involved. The soul ties, the emotional connections. That very person that you learned to let go of or did let go of when God revealed even how to go about even doing it, when you was questioning, Lord, I am to love thy neighbor as thyself. But don't be out here just randomly just letting these feelings take a hold, and you're running for your life in an aspect of just taking it. Is there such a thing as having too much empathy? Is there such a thing as sympathizing and just feeling so sorry for someone? Don't you know some people feed off of that because they think you're that one? Don't you know it's so easy to take on other people's problems? Don't you know it's so easy to take on people's perception? You already have your perception of who you are because God created you. You belong to the Creator. You know who you are. Your purpose has been revealed. You get that gut intuition, like, wait a minute, this person is not healthy for me. But when we talk about these ties, because some people get it twisted. It's a misunderstanding. It's misconstrued. Sometimes they think, okay, now I done figured out how to go on with life. Yes, you may have to deal with that person to a certain extent for, everybody's situation is different, but you learn how to have your boundaries in place to protect yourself. You got to protect your space. You got to protect your ears. You got to protect your eyes. Again, you can't allow everybody to say things, but don't you know, sometimes when you think you got it together, let me tell you, but you still got it together. But it might be that person's connection of like a family member. It might be their friend. Because we cannot operate in this world alone, y'all. We can't. Just like we are in contact right now at this very moment. This is not an alone thing. We are in contact, formed through YouTube. So what I'm telling you, when these conversations start with outsiders that it may be some type of tie to, you got to learn how to know that that's a form of deception, and you'll be right back in the same situation. Some people have situations where it's like, okay, wait a minute. I know me and that person's sister maybe didn't get along. I know me and that person's cousin maybe did not get along, but we cool. But don't think for 1 minute that their mind doesn't go back to you cut them off for various reasons. You moved on for various reasons. Sometimes people want you to sit, be stuck, and be on the bottom. That's what I'm saying. Just be aware. If you already done cut off one situation, be aware of who's still hanging on and what the tie connection is. Be aware of that. You know, I just had that feeling. I just had that moment that just came over to me. And I felt like, okay, Lord, okay, I'm going to put the message out there. Be aware. Some of y'all have moved on with life as far as going to the next level. Mentally, okay? It could be financially. It could be health-wise. But you're in your season. There's different levels to this, y'all. We all have seasons. Some people want to remain stuck. Some people want to come out that space too. We all have seasons. That's why it is a constant renewance of the mind, because you don't want to slip back. When you're doing so good, you don't want to slip back. You want to stay focused. You want to be aware of, you know, when things are trying to come up and different mind frames and moments and mountains are being built. And then when you hit that valley, y'all, that valley can be real low. Stay up. Stay up. Replace those negatives with those positives and do what's best for you, because not everybody is meant to go with you. Not everybody wants to go with you. You're trying to help, you're trying to do the right thing. Not everybody is meant to be on that journey with you. And we just have to stay prayed up. Stay in the word. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. God is able to do the unexpected. Keep handing it over to God. Let go and let God, because everybody is not for you. But with God before you, who can be against you? This is real, y'all.